Today is a very nice auspicious day that we are here sitting in front of the deities. When there is a fortune, when there is a fortune for people, that's when the Jeev get the association of a Sadhu-sanga. And listening to Hari Katha and their own material desires go far away. And at that time, after that, the heart is very pure and can attain Bhagavan. Because as long as there is so much anathas in the heart, kam, pratishta, anger, until then we will not be able to attain Bhagavan. In order to attain Bhagavan, there is only one way, and that is Sadhu-sanga. Bhagavan, oh sorry, the sound is a little bit low. Even jnanis and karmis and yogis who are doing karmas, who are doing sadhanas, and also in the path of the Gyan, there are many doing stutis. Even those people, they will not get Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in order to deliver the jivas, he came as an ordinary child in the womb of a Sachi Devi, as an ordinary child. He came as an ordinary child. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing that when you are totally surrendered to Bhagavan, what is the fear? All the fear will go. What is the jiva's most fear? Actually, it's the death. Every jiva have got a fear of death. Nobody wants to die. Even how much suffering they go through, they don't want to go through death. Sometimes jivas are saying, "Oh Prabhu, do you not have any mercy on me?" When we are in this material world and we are going through suffering, that's when we will go to Bhagavan and say, "Hey Bhagavan, I'm suffering." Then the Bhagavan will say, "Actually, you are just going through your karmas, the fruits of your karmas. And the fruit of the karma is very deep. That's why jivas in this material world are wandering in this world. Some people are doing austerities. Even with that austerities and doing good karmas, they didn't attain Bhagavan. In order to attain Bhagavan, the easiest method is, how should you listen? It's listening to Hari Katha. How should you listen to Hari Katha? With faith. Jivanam. Katha Amritam. The Bhagavan's Katha is so sweet. That's why the Katha Amritam. All your distress and anxieties go away. That's why Bhagavan's katha is so sweet. By listening to Hari Katha, and all your faults, anger, and all the anathas will go away. If the Ganga, in Ganga you will have a deep in Ganga. Some people don't even want to have a deep in Ganga, but devotees who are premi bhaktas, a premi bhakta, what do? They do the sweet stutis of Bhagavan, and they pray at the lotus feet of Krishna. Again and again, they pray to Bhagavan and say, "Oh, please save me, deliver me from this material world. I have been drowning in this material world." Then Bhagavan is saying, it's not like that. Bhagavan is saying, only once you come to surrender at the lotus feet of my feet, I deliver them. We will not understand the mercy of Bhagavan. What is the mercy of Bhagavan? Do you know? At least I'll say one. Yes, so he said this is his body. The body that Bhagavan has given us, his human body, that is mercy. This is very fortunate. We are with a very fortune that we've got this human body. After many years, lifetimes of Sukriti, we get this human body. And he will get all the favorable things for us together. When the time has come for us to be delivered from this material world, then Bhagavan will arrange everything for us. So that's why what should we do? We should be in debt of Bhagavan. We should be grateful to Bhagavan. That Bhagavan is so merciful that like his son, that he is taking care of me. So like you have a small child, the mother takes care of the small baby. So similarly, Bhagavan Krishna is protecting the jivas in this world in the form of Baladev Prabhu. First who comes? Baladev Prabhu comes. And then after Baladev Prabhu, and Lakshmi and Saraswati, and then Jagannath. First who comes? First Baladev Prabhu comes. Then after that who comes? Then it's Subhadra. Who's Rath? During the Rath Yatra, first Baladev Prabhu's chariot moves, and then Subhadra's chariot, and then Jagannath. Have you been to Jagannath Puri? That's how Jagannath chariot is there. Hey Prabhu, many millions and millions of people come there to have mercy of Jagannath. Even if you once in your lifetime you pull the rope of Jagannath's chariot in one lifetime, then your life is success. Jagannath he is a personification of mercy. He is a personification of a Mahabhav. Jagannath is not ordinary. When you have the Prabhu's Kripa, then everything is success. But we are not ready to get the Kripa of Bhagavan. We don't even have desire to get Kripa. We don't even have icha, desire to have Bhagavan's Kripa. So sometimes what Bhagavan sends a Sadhu-sanga, and sometimes he also gives you the desire to listen to Harikatha, and to, so even then he makes you take a birth in a favorable household and family, and then with the family it's very favorable. There's no suffering, there's no problems. When Bhagavan does kripa on somebody, then he will steal all your anathas. When we were young, when we were baby, the mother has holding our hand and taught us to walk. This is mother. And when I was a baby, so many times I fell down, and then again and again. But my mother, she taught me how to hold her finger. And that's how I started to walk. When we understand the mercy of Bhagavan, there's one young girl. She went with the father in the bazaar, and in the bazaar there was when they were going through the bazaar, there was a canal of water. The water was passing through the canal. Before, the villages, and they would put a bamboo stick on it, and like to cross that canal, they would bamboo like a bamboo bridge and cross across that channel. I remember it's like it's from here, canal is from here to there, and the water is flowing through the canal, and this was and they put two bamboo sticks over it, and then the people used to balance themselves and walk through that canal. So this little girl, she was 6 or 7 years old, and she was going with her father. So they were coming home. Actually, they went to bazaar, and they were coming home. And on the way home, they saw this canal. So they had to cross this canal, right? So look, so this young girl started to cry, and he said, "Oh, how can I cross this canal?" So father said, "Listen, you hold my hand, and I will help you to cross the canal." So the young girl said, "Father, should I hold your hand?" So father said, no, I will hold your hand. Then I will help you to cross. So the young girl said, "What's the difference? If I hold your hand or you hold my hand, what's the difference? I only have to take your shelter, right?" So if I hold your hand or you hold my hand, what's the difference? So, but why are you saying that I will hold your hand? So the girl is saying to the father, you are saying, I will hold you, saying. So the father said, listen, in my hand I have more strength, and in your hand you don't have so much strength, you have weakness. So if you hold, yes, if you hold my hand, then sometimes due to your weakness you may let go of my hand. So if I hold your hand, then you will have no fear of letting go of my hand, because I will hold it tightly. So what is the purport? So if we hold Bhagavan's hand, then sometimes we may let go of his hand, because I don't have that much strength in my hand. But when Bhagavan holds my hand, then I will never be able to let go of Bhagavan will never let go of my hand. This is the Siksha. So the Siksha is, the lesson for us is, hey Prabhu, you hold my hand. If I hold your hand, then I could fall down. So that's why this is the Siksha for our life. How will we get mercy of Bhagavan? Actually, Bhagavan has always been merciful for us. He's always given us mercy. He's always showering the mercy on us. It's not that he's not giving us mercy. When we were in the womb of the mother's womb, how did he fed us? And then when we gave birth, then how? Then I was breathing. Who? The Bhagavan, because of Bhagavan. Who made air? Bhagavan. Who made water? Actually, Bhagavan has created everything to nourish us. So what can we do for that Bhagavan? What can we do? What am I doing for Bhagavan? Bhagavan has arranged everything for us. But look, what are we doing for Bhagavan? Then when you think that what can we do for Bhagavan? Actually, nothing belongs to us. Nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to the Lord. We didn't bring anything with us, and we will not take anything with us. Whatever is Bhagavan's things, we should use it in the seva of Bhagavan. Whatever he's given us, that we should use in the service of Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan will be pleased. Whatever we see in this material world, it all belongs to the Lord. And also Bhagavan is present in every atom in this material world. Whatever we see, is there a place where there is no Bhagavan? Everywhere the Lord is residing there. And we can see his Kripa everywhere. But we have no realization, we don't have that faith. That's why. So that's why we should have Vishwas, we should have faith that Prabhu is given us everything. What should we do for Bhagavan? What can I do for Bhagavan? One devotee asked the Lord, hey Lord, your Leelas are apart. When you were 6 months, when you were 6 days old, when Krishna was 6 days old, and he killed great demon Putana. That Putana came to the village to kill you. She came to kill you. And she put poison on her breast. and she came to kill you. And at that time, how old was Bhagavan? The Lord was only 6 days. What did Krishna do? Actually, Krishna forced actually Putana forcefully fed Krishna the poison. Putana Moksha Lila. What did Bhagavan do? Bhagavan delivered that demonic body of Putana and sent her to where? Golok Vrindavan. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, oh, who doesn't want to take shelter of Krishna in Braj? She came to kill Bhagavan. And that also when Krishna was only 6 days old. Krishna didn't want to drink poison from her breast, but Putana forcefully made Krishna drink the poison. So, and by sucking Putana's breast, he sucked Putana's life. And where did he deliver? Where did he send Putana? To Golok Vrindavan. Putana was a demon. Putana was very, very demonic. She was killing little babies everywhere. And she used to eat these babies. And that's why the smell, the odor that was coming out from Putana's body was very bad. No, neither did she do any bhajan of Bhagavan, neither did she have any good qualities. Did Putana do any harinam? No. Did Bhagavan do any, did Putana do any, the Lord's stuti? What did Bhagavan do to that Putana? I said, he sent that Putana, he sent Putana to Golok Vrindavan as the maidservant of Mother Jashoda. And the Lord sent her to Golok as a maidservant of Mother Jashoda. Even the yogis and the jnanis, all the yogi, even in their meditation, they cannot get that place in Golok. Rupa Goswami said in Slok, even the Brahmas, and they are with a deep meditation, still they cannot take darshan of Krishna. Even the great demigods like Brahma, who have very pure heart, pure, and Putana, she had no good qualities. And where did Bhagavan do to that Putana? Gave her a place in Golok. So the devotees are asking this question to the Lord. Putana came to kill you when you were 6 days old. Why did Bhagavan give such a high place to her? And the gopis, when they left everything and they come at your lotus feet, Have you got anything to give them? Do you understand? There's a bhakta, devotee is asking this question to the Lord. You gave such a high position to the Putana, and she came to kill you. Whoever does the bhajan of Bhagavan, they're doing the sadhana, and they're doing bhajan, and they have been even if you pass, they are so absorbed in remembering Krishna's Lila. So this bhakta, devotee is asking the Lord, hey Lord, what will you do for a pure devotee? What will you give to the pure devotee? Have you got anything to give such a pure devotee? Then Bhagavan, the Putana came to kill you, and you gave her a place in Golok. Golok, you know, Golok is in the middle of the boundary of Vrindavan. So the devotee who is doing a bhajan, who is doing chanting Hari's Nam, and he's not criticizing anyone. Bas, he's so absorbed in the Nam. Bas, he's just so absorbed in Nam, he doesn't know who's coming and who's going. Bas, they're chanting your Sundar Nam, and they're chanting your name. What will you give to such a devotee? Do you have anything to give such a devotee? Bhagavan is saying, yes, whatever you said is true. What if somebody is such a premi bhakta? What can I give him? That's why the Bhagavan said, for that devotee, I'm in debt. I'm always completely indebted to such a devotee. I don't have anything to give such a devotee. That's why Bhagavan, what did he say to the gopis? Na pyare hum. Swayam Bhagavan is saying to the gopis, na pyare hum. Unparalleled. Your sadhana is to the gopis. He's saying it's unique and unparalleled. There are Shastras have mentioned many devotees. In the Shastras also Prahlad's katha is there, Amrish Maharaj's katha is there. Whatever bhaktas, devotees katha we listen to, they are all great devotees. But Bhagavan is always giving something and something to the devotees. But the Bhakta who's given up everything and surrendered to Bhagavan. So he's telling to gopis, hey Radha, hey gopis, whatever you did for me, Gyan, you did Gyan and everything, but you did not win my heart. But for you gopis, I have nothing. You won my heart. I have nothing to give you. Bhagavan, he himself sells to the bhakta, such a bhakta. He sells him himself to a premi bhakta. like gopis. Bhagavan, what can he give to such a bhakta, like a premi bhaktas, like a gopis? When you do, even in the day, one day of our Lord Brahmas, even if I do your seva of your charan, I will still be remain in debt. When you borrow some money from somebody, somehow or the other you have to pay the money back. Even if you borrow 1 cent from somebody else, you have to pay. To pay that debt, you have to come again and again in this material world. Like Chakravati. Chakravati means round and again you have to come back in this material world to pay the debt. So the Lord is saying, Brahma, even in the lifetime of a Brahma, in one lifetime of Brahma, even if I do seva of your charan, lotus feet, I still will not be able to pay the debt. That is Bhagavan. So Lord himself is saying this. He's saying to these gopis. So what did Bhagavan speak to ordinary bhaktas? Bhagavan is saying in the Gita that whoever comes into my lotus feet, the way how they bhajan, how the devotee does the bhajan of me, that's how I reciprocate with the devotee. So when somebody offered me flowers, I give them accordingly. If devotee offered 2 flowers to Bhagavan, then Bhagavan will give 4 flowers to you. In your garden, the flowers that are in your garden, and you offered 2 flowers to the Bhagavan, and the Bhagavan is saying, okay, you had many you had many flowers in your garden, but you offered me only 2 flowers in your so I will give you 4 flowers in your garden. So you offered me 2 flowers, and he gave us 4 flowers in return. So he doesn't give less. We only want to give very little to Bhagavan, or sometimes we don't want to give anything to Bhagavan. Sudha Vipra. Sudha Vipra's katha, that he had some flat rice and he didn't want to give that to Prabhu. And the Prabhu forcefully fetched it from him. He faithfully took those flat rice from Sudama. Have you listened to the Sudama's katha? We give something. We are so miser. We are miser. We don't want to give anything to Bhagavan. Give me flower, fruit. Whatever you offer me, I accept. I accept whatever you offer me. Bhagavan is so merciful. Are, don't go away, please. So, there's a balance. Like a shopkeeper, he's got a scale. When he buys some items from him, he weighs it and gives it to him. He won't give us less and he won't give us more. How much money you gave him, and that's exactly how much he will give you the goods. If you paid for 2 kilos rice, and the shopkeeper will give you 2 kilos rice. If you, for example, if the kilo of the rice cost us 50 rupees and you gave him 100 rupees, and I'm giving you 100 rupees and give me 2 kilos of rice. So he will give you exactly 2 kilos of rice. He won't give you more or less. So that's why Bhagavan is saying in the Gita, whoever has Shraddha in me, and in that way I reciprocate with them. So gopis, what is he saying to the gopis? He's saying that I will be in debt. I'll be indebted to you. That's how much Bhagavan is so karunamaya. I will say a small katha and then end. Have you heard of a Mirabai's katha? Have you heard about Mirabai? Mera Gay Giridhari Gopal. I will tell you his katha, her katha. It's a different sampraday's katha. There's many kathas. If you look at Mirabai's life, there's a glorification of Krishna in his life. She glorified Krishna, but she didn't glorify Radharani. She did everything for Krishna. So one Vaishnava asked the Maharaj and said, "Hey Maharaj, why did this Mirabai just glorify Krishna and she didn't glorify Radharani?" So I will tell you this beautiful katha. You may have heard many kathas of Mirabai. I will speak one katha. My previous life, or I was a gopi in Hastinapur. In the Hastinapur's family, I had taken birth, right? And she got married. She got married in Vrindavan. When she came, this lady, when young girl got married in Vrindavan, her birth was in Hastinapur, and when she got married, she came to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, and in the morning, Krishna goes cow herding. So all the residents of Vrindavan, they come out to take darshan of Krishna. They all are standing by the doors, on the doors to take a darshan of Bhagavan Krishna. All the Vrajvasis, all the gopis, they want to take darshan of Krishna. So they all come outside and stand at the doorstep. So this young girl, she's heard about gopis and Krishna, but she's never had darshan of Krishna. So she had this deep desire that today I want to take darshan of Krishna. That I'm a newly married bride, she still had mehndi on her hands. This young girl, newly married girl, she was so she had so much icha, like desire to have darshan of Bhagavan Krishna. So the mother-in-law said, "No, you cannot have a darshan of Krishna. He is not the son of Nanda. He's not the son of Nanda. He is a ghost. He's a ghost. Whoever takes his darshan, he steals that person's heart. He's a chitta chor. He steals the heart." This is Krishna's stuti. This gopi, but she had so much utkantha to have Govind's darshan. So mother-in-law said, "Don't even look in the direction of Krishna. This is not a nun's son. He's a nun's ghost. if he looks at you just once, he will steal your heart. You have to save yourself from, go cover your head with a sari. That gopi, what did she do? She would listen to the, like she listened to the mother-in-law, the elders. So she put a sari on her head. And then Krishna, in her heart, she had so much icha, so much desire, deep desire to have darshan of Krishna. And then Krishna came. Krishna knew her heart. What did Krishna do? Krishna came in one swarup in her house. Krishna is going cow herding. And the mother-in-law said, Nanda ke bhoot, he is not a son of a Nandana, he is a ghost. Don't look in his direction. You cover your face with a sari. So what did that gopi did? She covered her head with that sari. But what did the Govinda do? Govinda came into her house. When Govinda came, Arey, Gopi, you just recently got married. I want to see your face. Please show me your face. When the young brides, they come, a newly girl gets married, then all the residents of the villages, all the nearby neighbors, they all get together to come and see the bride's face. So similarly, Krishna is saying, also his desire, so let me see what's the face of this new gopi. But what did that gopi do? She did not let go of a sari, like she had covered her face with a sari. And the Krishna again, hey gopi, please remove your head. So what did the mother-in-law say? Mother-in-law said, don't look at him. Even if he steals his eyes set on you once, he will steal your heart. So you don't look at him. So what is Krishna wants to do? Krishna is saying, oh, please let me see your face at least once. So the mother-in-law said, no, keep your face covered. So like this, what did Govinda do? A gopi, he gave darshan. Krishna went looked underneath and looked at her face and gave the darshan and eyebrows, and her eyes met with Krishna's eyes. That gopi started. She said, so beautiful roop of Krishna. This Govinda's face is so beautiful. But that gopi started to cry. And then again the gopi said, oh, I want to have darshan of him. Now the Krishna is saying, no, I will not give you darshan again. And then that's how much she started to look at the eyes, like this, and to have darshan of Krishna. But Krishna turned his face the other way. First, who was it? Krishna had the desire to see Gopi's face. But now the gopi is got so much desire to see Krishna's face. So now she's got some greed. Govinda said, "No, I will not give you darshan. I had greed to have darshan of you, but now you leave, now you stay. Now I won't give you darshan." She that she cried so much. When will I have darshan of Krishna again? So he said, "It won't happen in Janama." And Govinda left that house and said, "In this life you won't have my darshan again." And that Krishna, that gopi, just, there's so much anand in the darshan of Krishna. So he is so much anand, is so much bliss that you want to take his darshan again and again. But Govinda says no. That gopi, she left Vraj, and that gopi took a birth as Mirabai. So I cannot worship anyone other than Govinda. So this gopi is Mirabai. This Mirabai's all the books, all the stutis and all the bhajans she's written is about Krishna, Govinda. People ask, this Mirabai, why she's written so much glorification of Krishna, but she didn't write any glorifications of Radharani or gopis. Oh, but she only wrote about Govinda. So Bhagavan is doing Lilas like this. There's so much anand in darshan of Bhagavan. In Srimad Bhagavatam, when he goes to cow herding, all the gopis are coming out from their house to take darshan of Govinda. It's not only one day's thing, it's every day. Every day they come out from their house to have Govind's darshan. There's so much anand in having Govind's darshan. It's not one day's thing. The newly married bride. It was early morning. In the morning, early morning, Krishna with her sakhas, with Balaram and all the cows is going cow herding. All the Vrajvasis, when they hear this katha, that Krishna is now living with the sakhas and cows and calves, and he's going to cow herding, cow grazing, then all the Vrajvasis leave their home and they come to take darshan of Govind. Not everybody in Vrindavan who is staying in Vrindavan are called Vrajvasis. Who are called Vrajvasis? Who have got Anurag for Govinda. They are Vrajvasis. To them, nothing else exists, only Govinda. That is Vrajvasi. We tell everyone, who is actually really Vrajvasi? And if you listen to Gurudev's lecture, he said, who has so much Anurag in Govinda. They have got so much greed to have the darshan of Govinda. But nothing else is there other than Govinda drinking. Even when they are working, even when they are working or doing anything, they are doing Amodara Madhaveti Govinda Sakati Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. who is called Vrajvasi. In Vrajvasis, in their mouth only Govindas. There is nothing other than Govinda Seva. They are all absorbed in Govinda. Even when they are churning the butter, they are saying Govinda Damodar. When they are bathing the babies, they are saying Govinda Damodar. Even in the bhojan, when they are eating, they are saying Govinda Damodar. So this newly married bride, in the morning, when Krishna is going the cow herding, cow grazing, all the Brajvasis come out from their house, and the mother-in-law is saying that you are newly married, you just come in the village, that because you are newly married, you shouldn't go out, and you should cover your head with sari, gungat. So like that, saying like this, that even the mother-in-law left the house and went outside. So this newly married girl, so she also started to follow the mother-in-law. I also want to take darshan, the girl said. So, and Baladev with Krishna and the sakhas and the cows, you could see that Krishna is going cow grazing. So, Krishna also, when the newly married came out, so what did Krishna do? Krishna pulled the little calf's tail, and that calf went where? The cow went to that newly married girl's house. So where the newly married girl, and then Krishna ran after the calf and gave. And she had darshan of Govinda, so very near. We have darshan very far, right? But this newly married girl, she had a darshan of Krishna very close, and she also touched her Govinda. The Govinda's flute. She became puppet. This girl, she became like a puppet, like just stationary, like a statue. She became like a statue. She's not looking this side or that side. She's stump. In Sanskrit, it's called stump. Romancha means sthir, means stationary. It becomes like a statue. Krishna left. Krishna went. Afterwards, the mother-in-law came. Mother-in-law said she was standing outside Bhagavan. Oh, damn.